Today I got some news, got a website, and I'm gonna show you everything that I provide on this website. Hopefully it's up your alley and you're gonna use it and enjoy it. So my website right now has over about 2,100, 2,200 players that are retired from the NFL. And I have a numerical grade. As you can see, these are some of the top players in the history of the NFL, and I gave them a 99. But as a fan or a user, you can grade the players as well. So right now we don't have a lot of users because it just came out. But as a fan, you can then grade them. It would go in the middle, and this would be an average, the fan grade. So let's go to the player. So actually, before we go to the player, let's go. We also have NFL news here from different sites. Pro Football Talk, CBS Sports, ESPN, stuff like that. And then also you can browse by position. We're going to go right now to the player page, the database. So you got ability to search. You can look at positions. You can look at teams. You can look at just Hall of Famers, legends. You can also sort it however you want. So now I'll just, for example, I'll do quarterback. You get a bunch of quarterbacks. These are obviously mostly Hall of Famers at the top. Yeah, obviously Tom Brady eventually will be, but he's a legend right now. Um, so yeah, got again a lot of players. It goes on for a while, but you can also store again. You can do legends. You can store by team. So let's click Green Bay Packers, so you can look at just the Green Bay Packers quarterbacks that I have in the database, and it will pull up no matter if they just play for a year or a couple years. The first team that shows up is the primary team. That's how I label or call it. And then the second is their secondary team. Now you can also sort just by primary and secondary. So if you just want to find guys that their primary team was Packers, then it would remove like Mark Brunell and Matt Hasselbeck and players like that, since they didn't. That wasn't the primary team in the NFL. Let me find an example. Like, let me click Tobin wrote. You can see you get all the years, when they played and who they played for. You also have some stats, and then you could grade down here as the fan. And you got a bio. That's just one example. Um, Hopefully that's self-explanatory, most of that. Again, you can sort by fan. Again, we don't have a lot of people who've used this, but right now we got a few people who have already started grading players. Then we got the blog, which this is, again, I post roughly once a week. You can see it's about a week right now that I'm posting different articles. Most of them right now are Hall of Famers. I'm trying to get through and get all the Hall of Famers done. Right now, I'm in the last few years. I'm at 2018, so got another 8 years or so of players to do, and then every year after, so on after that, I'll do those. But yeah, so that's again, if you want to read a blog, learn about history of the NFL, you can. We got community. Again, no one has used this yet, but you can start a new topic if you see an error or an issue or get a suggested player that I haven't added. You can do that all right here, or you can even discuss, who's better, one player or the other. Then we get a shop. This is just a way to support me. Like, I don't sell any memberships or anything like that, especially right now. That's not my plan. And maybe in the future that might be a thing, but right now I'm just trying to get people to use the site, and any person that wants to buy anything or donate, that's their choice. I'm not asking for it. But again, any help would be appreciated. And then we got the games. So we got 4 different games. I'll probably just walk through one of them right now. But some of these are self-explanatory. You got Super Bowl scores. You got who won the NFL champion or Super Bowl every year from 1920 to now. got some NFL trivia. Um, Probably can always add questions, but about right now it's about 500 plus questions in there. And then guess the player. This is probably our own special, created game. Obviously, guess the player. You see those on different social media platforms, but this uses our database. So if I do guess the player, I'll do something easy right now. Let's just do quarterbacks. Just do modern, 20. Yeah, with the 21st century quarterback. Just do a round of this really quick. Russell Wilson. I definitely need to add the Giants here. So you see, that's some errors I always see. You can just do the last name, like stuff like that. Sometimes this is how I catch some of my errors. I have to always update it. This is Kurt Warner here. Just gonna go again quick. This is Nick Foles. Yeah, hope to get 100, but we'll see. This is Griffin the third. That's Garcia. Again, I'm doing an easy one right now. You can obviously do all errors, and it's much tougher, especially all positions. This is McNabb. Again, as long as you're close with the name, it should count. But if you have some where you get an error and it should not have been the error you thought, then you can just bring that up to me. Again, I try to test this occasionally, like Roethlisberger. I might actually spell wrong, but let's at least get close. And I might actually spell that right. I don't know, but again, get correct. As long as you're very close, it's going to give you it. It should give you it. This is Warren Moon. This is Jamarcus Russell. And then that's Brett Favre. You see, then how he fixed the Russell Wilson one, but that's again, we offer games here. You got community, you got the blogs, and the main thing is the players. That's what I'm trying to offer that's different from other sites. I don't know any other site like this. Again, you could grade, say, just the quarterbacks, and then you don't have to even remember like who's your top 10, how you organized it, because if you rated them all, you can sort by your grade or whatever, and then um, and then you would have maybe you have Peyton Manning number one or Brady or whoever, and then you could have your easily organized list just on my site. You don't have to write it down or just remember off the top of your head. It's just a good way because again, this is thousands of players. Like, um, and just the halfback, I have 253. Obviously, tons that played this game. Maybe eventually my goal would be to get every player in the history of NFL done. That might be a little bit too much to ask, but if I can get a couple tens of thousands done, that'd be great. Again, I'm trying to get at least all the significant players. I always find guys I missed, like even yesterday. I didn't have Steven Jackson, forgot him. Um, Sometimes they're obvious ones. Um, yeah, again, I have a formula how I come to my grades. I also have a small percentage where it's my opinion or film watching, but I try to stand by the formula. And if there's some times where I might have to judge the 5 or 10% where hey, this guy's career was shortened. I can't just go off the small sample size. Like could be Joe Delaney, could be Bo Jackson, he's right there. Sean Taylor, it could be whoever. But sometimes careers are shortened, and it's tough to just go by a formula. So I try to incorporate just film watching what I know about the player, how people talked about the player, and use the formula though to not be too far off of that, so I can be you know not biased, my opinion of a player, because there's players obviously I like that I would want to give a higher grade, but I have to I have to be realistic and give them, a solid grade that makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's my site. It really includes news, includes different players. Again, we don't have all the players like Pro Football Reference and sites like that. They have pretty much any player that's played a game. We're going to try to include, again, any significant player, even players that, just played in practice squads. We might even include them. But again, hopefully this is something you guys are interested in. I want to make a video just to get people to know about the site. Put a lot of work into it, and I want to add more to it. But if you got suggestions, feedback, um, really anything, just let me know. Um, Thank you for watching, and have a great day.